Hey everyone, this is One Spit in 360 and the Ninth Age, bringing you an army overview for the Empire of Sonnstahl. So in the Ninth Age, the Empire of Sonnstahl army represents the primary human faction that is striving to build a civilization in a war-torn world. That means they're a good guy army, but in the Ninth Age world, that doesn't mean that they're really that good. It means that they're striving for civilization. They're trying to build something, as opposed to a lot of the factions that are just out there to tear things down. The Empire of Sonnstahl is this game's equivalent of a generic human army. I mean, their individual stat lines are very average. They don't have characters that can stand toe-to-toe with a lot of the characters in other armies. Their units can't stand toe-to-toe against a lot of other things. They have limited access to things like monsters that they have just really scary stats. But what they do have is, well, one, they're one of only a few factions that have access to black powder weapons, but really they're a jack-of-all-trades army that has access to a great variety of units, and they're designed to work together synergistically. So if you like the kind of army where you have a lot of options, that you can create a lot of different kind of builds, that you have a potential tool to deal with a host of different problems, the Empire of Sonnstahl was probably an attractive army for you. They're kind of themed around technology, magic, and religion. And as far as humans go, they kind of are strong in all three, whereas most factions really kind of focus on one of those things. With technology, they can have good armor. They have good artillery. They have good magic in that they have access to all 8 of the common magic paths. And with religion, they have characters that bring some religious zeal to the table. They have fanatical followers that will die fighting. So it can be very thematic. You can build a list just trying to make it competitive and throw in any kind of unit you want, or you can build very thematic lists. You can have technology focus lists, magic focus lists, religious focus lists. You can have cavalry lists, infantry lists, just a lot of variety. They have great support characters of the Empire Sonnstahl. So again, they can't stand toe-to-toe against a lot of things, but their role a lot of times is to make the surrounding units better. And we'll go over the army special rules, but the general of the army can give a unit nearby a special order to make them a little bit better. Your religious fanatic leaders can give their unit hatred, things like that. They have arcane engines, so they have these large chariots, if you will, that give bonuses to troops that are around them. They have units that interact together the way that no other army does. They're a jack of all trades army. They can do a lot of things. They work well together. They do not work well typically independently. So people that play this army tend to gravitate towards it for any of a few reasons. One, some people play it because they like the good guys, and this is the primary good guy army, especially if you look at the wide variety of units they have. It's just the most developed army. 2, people play it because they want access to a wide variety of unit types. If you were only going to play one army and you wanted to be able to play a lot of different builds, Empire of Sonnstahl is one of only a few armies I would recommend for you. A lot of people play this army because of the pageantry. Most people, when they represent the Empire of Sonnstahl with models on the table, they show a lot of pageantry. They tend to be very colorful. They have a lot of bright-looking armor. It looks like they're troops that have been drilled on the field, and so a lot of people are drawn to that. And lastly, people that play it do so because of the synergistic playstyle. They're the kind of players that want to come up with a plan and see a great plan come together as they see their different units interacting.